tape 2. You know what I'm saying? Because like ain't nobody perfect. We go through things. It's like I wish I could get that perfect video. But in all honesty, sometimes it takes a few tries. Sometimes you get knocked down. Sometimes you got to get back up. Sometimes life will throw a bunch of different types of things at you just to see it. Yo, are you growing? Are you handling it well? How are you going to react to it? How are you going to feel? So in this topic, wait a minute. Welcome back, guys. Welcome back to Random Banger. It's your boy XX Robbie. Hope everybody's doing amazing. Feeling great as always. And let's take a deep breath. We about to take a deep dive today. You feel me? We about to tap into that little bit of conscious mind that you know you're feeling. You just want to feel great again. You want to feel that energy and stuff. So yeah, I'm sending you guys some love. I'm sending you guys some peace of mind also. And bear with me right now. We're about to touch into a little topic. I made some tea. It's not quite as good as yesterday, but you know. 7.5. My heart is broken because yesterday was solid 10s. It's just a lot of my heart right now. I could dead ass cry right now, but I ain't gonna do that. It's okay. Like, it's cool to cry sometimes. Crying is also releasing. Crying is also like, you feel much more better if you get a nice little cry out. You ain't gotta go and cry in front of people. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you a man. Better, you know what I'm saying? You better man up. You know what I'm saying? Protect your masculinity. Let me stop. I mean, growing up, you feel me? It would be a lot easier to cry in front of crowds or people because you ain't gonna give a fuck. You ain't gonna care. But you know what I'm saying? As you growing up, it's like, yeah, if you want to do it in the bathroom, you want to do it in the shower, let that mug out. That shit gonna heal you. That shit gonna really heal. That what? That's releasing pain and energy. So this video is about how to ease the mind and how to ease the heart at the same time. So growing up in a toxic household, you know what I'm saying? The parents did the best that they possibly could do, but they taught you how to, money is the way, and you need a perfect relationship. You need that perfect rich husband. You need the perfect car. Or they really kind of never really explain, like, how do I handle with these emotions? You know what I'm saying? They never really kind of like molded that phase into you, like, yo, sometimes life ain't always gonna be the prettiest, but like, you can still manage. You can still take that time out. You can still heal. That's why we're here today. You know what I'm saying? A spiritual retreat is all about the healing process. It's all about making it to May, from now into May, in probably a few days, and just taking a breath and seeing how light you feel, seeing how lighthearted you feel after, seeing how more, you know what I'm saying, vibration that you feel. That's the whole point, to help you out. So growing up in that toxic household could like it can definitely lead you into different types of beliefs when it comes down to people, when it comes down how you treat people, when it comes down to what you see. So for an example, let's imagine two children, 7 years old, 8 years old, and there's a cookie jar on top of the refrigerator, and the brother and sister reaches for that cookie jar, but one night the brother wakes up in the middle of the night and he says, I want all the cookies, I'm hungry. So the brother reaches for that cookie jar, eats all the cookies, and now the parent wakes up and, what happened to all the cookies? They both go, I don't know. So what happens is the other sister gets blamed for eating the cookies, and the brother actually holds on to this feeling of, damn, I ate the cookies but I never expressed it. And this will weigh on the heart. This will weigh on the heart and mind, like, what? I actually done this to somebody, you feel me? At first it's gonna feel good. It's gonna feel like, yo, I got away with it. You feel me? It's gonna be like, oh, that's amazing. But in reality, four or nine, I wasn't four, okay. But in reality, let's say that sister really was traumatized from this experience. Let's say that sister went in a bathroom and cried it out. You feel me? Like that sister was like, ah, damn, my own family don't believe me right now. And now that brother is just like, they both play a big part. You feel me? So it's like he has to experience that heavy heart now. This has to grow on him for years and years. And his sister has to basically live her life and also learn to forgive too. You feel me? So, oh my God, I'm cooking right now. Alrighty. So basically, where was I, right? I was talking about cookie jar, and like sister basically got blamed for the cookie jar. And like, let's say they get older now, and this has always been on his mind. This has always been on that person's mind. Like, damn, I have a load on my chest right now. Pause. But it's like, I cannot. But it's like you have that. So now you have these rocks and this baggage on your chest. And it's like, you don't want to move like that. You want your mind and you want your heart to be free. So you can be able to fly. You feel me? You could be able to actually soar through the sky and have a clear vision. You don't want to be in the middle of work. You don't want to be in the middle of success. And then these thoughts are eating you alive. You feel me? These negative thoughts like, damn, I really did sister dirty though. Like, I ate them cookies. I don't know how she felt, you feel me? But like, I wasn't around. But if that girl cried one single tear, and let's say her spirit guides were around her at that time, to be like, you know, your brother did this to you? Oh, I'm going to handle that. You know, I'm going to fix that. So the brother actually goes through a tremendous amount of karma. Because, you know what I'm saying? This spirit guide's about to start whipping ass. Them spirit guides are about to be like, oh, you thought you ate? You thought you ate? Mika, mocha. So now the brother has to truly embrace this hard, more pressure on the heart, and also a realization. So some people will eventually ease the load, and how do you ease the load? Is basically coming clean, like how I felt. You feel me? Like when I was expressing myself, because I was like, yo, damn, like I ain't got nobody to talk to this about, bro. Like what? I'm going through this. But when I expressed it, when I let it out, I was like, oh wow, I felt so much better. And all it took was just talking to a friend. I just spoke to a friend about it. You feel me? He was like, yo, you're gonna be all right. You're gonna be good. And like, you know what I'm saying? I got it off my chest, bro. And I was like, I felt so much better, like actually. So it's a million times better. You don't want to like walk around with some type of load on your chest and like basically have these, you know, these thoughts eating you up alive and stuff like that, because it would always dwell in the back of your mind. It will never fully leave you. Give me a minute. I gotta like sip more tea. I'm still not proud of this. It's usually perfect. And this is where I'm gonna forgive myself. So the sisters roll into her stages of development. They both played a big part. One played grief, one was gonna play forgiveness. So the sister has to eventually forgive her younger brother for the actions, you feel me? The traumatizing actions. And basically, how does this work? Is that this is actually super cool, actually. So let's say like they're both older now, and the sister goes, "Hey, you know, a few years like the brother is just like terrified. The brother's like, yo, I could never admit with this. Like, I got to take this secret to the grave. Ain't nobody gonna hear about this." But in reality, they're only hurting themselves, because like now they got to really deal with that. Like, damn, hey, all them cookies, and then my sister got a whooping, a beating. But it's like, you know. But so the sister eventually comes out and be like, hey, you know what? This has been bothering me, right? When we were younger, I know I didn't eat them cookies. I know you ate them cookies. And it's like, the sister looks the brother in the face and says, you know what? I forgive you for eating them cookies. Because now the weight is off her chest. So forgiveness is also a big part of your healing journey. You have to forgive yourself for how people treated you. You gotta really let that go, because that also weighs heavy on the heart and mind. So now that the sister is like looking at brother in the face and like, yo, I know you did me dirty. Ate them goddamn chocolate chip cookies, man. And her heart is now free. Her heart is now released. Regardless if the brother even accepts to apologize or stands up to lift that pain off of their chest, which most likely they probably should, but some people just don't. And you have to be okay with that. So once you forgive a person or somebody who wronged you, you are now enabling your fly time. You're in your wings to soar, to be free. Oh my God, what? You're gonna be zoom, you feel me? So keep it lighthearted, you know what I'm saying? Have a good laugh about it. Don't take it don't dwell on it too much, because I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all go through a lot of stuff each and every day. So a little bit about my topic, man. I feel like I once did this and I made my grandmother so proud. You can't tell nobody this, okay? Don't tell nobody I told you this, but my grandmother was actually really, really proud of me, because I was once hurt too in the past by let's say a little kid situation where I wasn't able to use a laptop. And I was seeing the other kids using a laptop. So I went up to someone and I was like, hey, could I possibly use that laptop? They told me no. But I looked around and was like, hey, that dude's on a laptop. I was like, must not be special. So I was like, all right, cool, I get it. For some reason, maybe they had some type of hate towards me. So I kind of grew up. I grew up like, wow, I ain't let it bother me, but it was always in the back of my mind. So when I first met the person and I confronted them, like, hey, when I was younger, I had asked you to use a laptop and you said no. You know what I'm saying? You didn't know. You said, I didn't do that. I don't know. It was so long ago. I'm like, yeah, you did that and I heard it. But hey, if you want to make amends, be like, yo, my bad. Guess what? They weren't able to confess. But guess what I did? I said, you know what? It's cool. I forgive you. I forgive you for it. And it's that. What they told me was, oh, you mad? Oh, you mad now? I'm like, no, I'm not mad. I forgive you, fam. It happened. So I eased the lightness of my heart and my mind. And this was like the sun coming out again, you feel me? So yeah, that was my little story. And I hope you guys enjoyed how to ease the heart and mind. And it starts off with your confession, whatever is bothering you, because you're not going to be able to get sleep. You're always going to be thinking about it. You're always going to be feeling like, damn, a person knows